Justin, what was working best for you out there today?
I think I put the ball in the fairway, especially for the most part of the day there. And that's what you had to do today because the greens were receptive. There were a couple of the classic sawgrass pins, which are sitting in little bowls. You know, that if you hit a good tee shot and you could, have control your ball and control the spin, you could work the ball into the flagstick. And for the most part, did a good job of that today. Which obviously felt like created quite a few birdie opportunities and. Just to finish, really. But other than that, I think it was a really good day's work.
How much different was the golf course today from yesterday?
Big difference. Obviously, I was out there sort of, grinding it out. It was a bit breezy. We were still dealing with firmish greens. Then obviously the rain made all the difference, I suppose. This morning you kind of come out and it's quite cold and a little bit of a northerly wind. Even though it was receptive, it was a very wet golf course. Whereas this afternoon, obviously all of the dew dried up, all of the sort of excess moisture from the rain the night before dried up, and you were left with perfect scoring conditions. So, it was just a gorgeous day, like 70 degrees, tiny bit of wind, blue sky, crowd out in force. It was an awesome day to be on the golf course today.
Obviously, the wind this year at Pebble Beach was huge. Just push in the direction you want to go. How excited are you with where your game has been trending over the last couple months?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely seeing like little opportunities now. Even today I felt like could quite easily have been 64 today, really, and that would have given a great opportunity. Still have an outside shot, obviously, but great opportunity going into tomorrow. And yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to create those looks against the best fields now. That's obviously what my job is, just to kind of continue to kind of keep pushing and keep improving. And that's what I've always loved to do with my game, is just to measure myself against myself and kind of feel like I'm getting better, which I am at the moment. So the good news is I'm playing better with I feel like there's a lot of runway ahead. So that's the exciting thing.
Justin, it seems to me from the outside like you're having more fun than I've seen you have out here in a long time. I saw you look at your caddy after that wedge shot and just kind of give him a chuckle. Did you get reinvigorated by Pebble? Did that bring some of the fun back to the game?
Yeah, I think it took a little heat off for sure. I think I've been definitely in grind mode and kind of feel like I've been on the outside looking in for the last couple of years. Obviously I've tasted a lot of success out here on tour, and the last couple of seasons haven't been as easy. And you're working as hard, if not harder. When you're playing well, you kind of it all sort of feels pretty straightforward, right? But the work ethic's been, I think, even better the last couple of years, but the results haven't been. So you kind of scratch your head at times, and I think that leads to possibly a little frustration. So yeah, hopefully the wind's kind of like just taking a little valve off the pressure cooker, and you can kind of lean into these types of weeks now in positions where you are kind of going into the final round, let's say in 20th place. You can kind of go into it a little bit more foot down, play a little freer. You're not trying to just make sure you're kind of securing some FedEx Cup points on the back end. That's the mindset you need to be in. When you're confident of being on the leaderboard week in, week out, you do play in a slightly different fashion.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Justin.
Cool. Thanks, guys.